Good morning. It's November 23rd, 2012. And today I'm ending this week or this 6-day or 5-day vlog on nerds. I'm ending the project because I feel I iterated most of my points on this idea, and that it's time for me to conclude this project. And what I've learned is that I became more observant of the nerd culture. I see that how nerds view people is quite different than how people would observe nerds. And being part of this project, learning about how I observe the world and reiterating what I think is really cool. I also got to, even when I wasn't recording, I looked at everything at a different perspective. I looked at it like as someone mainstream might see it, and then how the nerd culture would see an issue or a topic. And then when you get down to it, the nerd culture at some points has a very separated view from mainstream society. But most of the time they intersect at some point. So I learned that there's a way for people to see the nerd and to like it, and there's ways for people to like a nerd and become a nerd. I also learned that how nerd culture is set up, and how we have a kind of like a different dialect of English that nerds talking, but it's not really a dialect, it's more of a new language as I would think of it. Also got to learn about how nerds form these cultures, and how nerds have their own, like they're their own separate group. They're not one big group, they're just one group of nerds that you can't really characterize the band nerds as being their own thing, but band nerds are just a small subgroup of the big group of nerds. And that is what I've learned throughout my project. So, for the final time, goodbye.